Welcome to our program of today, Friday, the 17th of August 2018. Today I'm going to present to you NJO LEO, which means today is the day. And I'm going to give you some information, some news about the Republic Democratic of Congo. But at the end of the program, I'll pick up one topic that I'll try to analyze in order to to challenge our mind, to challenge our lives, and to also wake up the Congolese people to understand what is happening in our country, Republic Democratic of Congo. My name is Odon Bulamba. I'm the one who is going to present to you this program, and I will ask you, I will beg you to bear with me this time, be with me, support me, let me also support you, exchange with me. You can participate in chatting, although I won't reply during the chatting because I'll be in the middle of talking, but you can post something there. Other people will also reply to your questions or concerns. Without wasting time, let's go to the headline of our today's program. First of all, I have to tell you that Adolphe Muzito, one of the presidential candidates, met with Mosengo, and they had a discussion about the elections, the process. I mean, they had a discussion about the process of elections in the Republic Democratic of Congo. On the second point, I will talk about the province of Haut-Katanga. There in Haut-Katanga, sorry, I'm mixing up the languages. There in Haut-Katanga, there are some political parties. Those members of those political parties applied or lodged their candidatures in what we call election, provincial election or regional election of 2015. Since then, those elections were cancelled, but those people who paid a caution, who paid some money in order to be eligible candidates, their money was not refunded. Therefore, because their money isn't refunded yet, they keep asking the local authorities to do all they can do in order to reimburse them their money. Another point that I will talk about, another topic will be about the common, for the Congolese people to have a common candidate, one representative for the presidential. The people of the opposition want people of Congo, meaning the Congolese people, to choose an individual who will represent them to the coming election of 2018 as a president of Republic Democratic of Congo. And that question was addressed to one of the members, one of the leaders, FELIX TSHISEKEDI. He was asked, what do you think in this case of having one person, one individual to represent the whole opposition of DRC? And for FELIX TSHISEKEDI, answer was easy and simple. He said, it will be difficult as far as I know, but I believe also that having one candidate, a common candidate, is something of great. We'll develop this one later on. I have also to inform you that Moise Katumbi, an international arrest mandate was given in order to be arrested. So the government of the Congo has issued a letter which stipulates that Moise Katumbi has to be arrested no matter where he is and to be sent back home to Republic Democratic of Congo. And finally in Chopo is in it's a province of the Congo. There we found like around 40 houses was burnt down because for only one reason, because people who live in those houses, their neighbors in those villages believe that they are witches. For that reason, they burnt down or they burnt to ground their houses. So these are the points that I'm going to develop, and at the end I will pick up one point. That's what I will call info analyze. That's what I will analyze, and I will let you know that my thoughts are focused on A, B, C, D, E, and maybe other people thought also on A, B, C, D, E. So we'll try to put them together and comment in order to unlight the spirit of Congolese, to unlight our mind, and to have a focus which will take us forward. It's not a battle of words. It won't be like a fight of words, no, but I will just give you a clear picture of what I believe, what I think, and for the Congolese people to share it, and for us all together to reconstruct. And wherever I go wrong, don't hesitate to write to me. Our email address is there, our phone number is there, contact us via WhatsApp, and I will reply as soon as I will get the time to do so. So your comments are precious to us. Your comment might be positive or negative, but we welcome them. So I ask for tolerance, I ask for flexibility in our way of listening, our way also of commenting, and our way of receptioning what Odon is going to share with you. Our first point is about Muzito. Muzito is one of the candidates for the presidential election which is coming. Has met with the Mosengo, the cardinal of the Catholic Church in DRC. Mosengo has been for some time outreach. He's back into the country, and he has been seeing or meeting, or he has been visited by some political actors. Among them, Muzito. Muzito has seen him a couple of times. And for this reason, on Wednesday, Muzito met with Mosengo to ask for an advice. He wanted to find out, what do you, Mosengo, think about the political situation, the political crisis that Congo has been going through right now? And Mosengo and Muzito had a talk, and during their talk, they talked about the machine, I mean the electoral vote machine which will be used. They also discussed about as a concern about, all the process of the election so far. And finally, Mosengo advised Muzito, saying that I want you people of opposition, you people who want to fight for the Congo, to be first of all a democratic yourself. Be democrat, accept to act democratically, do things democratically, meaning that you have to let others talk, listen to them, balance things, and be impartial. Secondly, try to be, be pacific. Whatever you do, let it promote peace first. And Mosengo is a man who talks every time about peace. He's a very big man for the Congo. He speaks about peace, and he wants peace to be there as a cardinal, as a father for the Catholic Church. And then he added, he said, you have, although I talk about peace, although I talk about democracy, but you have to know how to claim what is necessary for the people of the Congo. This is a good lesson. You can be peaceful, you can be democratic, but you have to remember how to claim something important for the country. And all of that must be done through dialogue, conversation, dialogue, and also must be done peacefully. That was the advice of Cardinal Mosengo to Muzito on one side. They continued to talk, and during their conversation again, Mosengo added something else. Because they also talked about that fact of having, one candidate for the presidential for the whole opposition. He didn't stop himself there. He went a little bit further. And he said, okay, yeah, you can have that. That's a good thing. But I encourage you people of the opposition to work together. To work together. And by working together, you can come up with a common program, a common project, which will guide and lead the country. Therefore, this will give you the power to have a powerful parliament. And that will help you to make a better government. So we pass to the second point. The second point of ours in Katanga, in that province, Many people, before the election of 2015, candidates went to register themselves. And the condition to be registered was to pay an equivalence of $500, which was around maybe 500,000 Congolese franc as a caution for participating as a candidate to those elections. Somewhere down the road, the government of the Congo cancelled, suspended the provincial elections. And people from the provinces, people from the regions, they found that, okay, now we cannot continue the election. Maybe the government should give back our money. They start since then claiming about their money, but up to now, they have never been paid back yet. So therefore, they went to the higher authorities who have been organizing the elections. And those people promised that payment will be done, reimbursement will be done, and that has started in Kinshasa, but not in the provinces yet. For that reason, people of the regions have been complaining a lot and they want their money back. And we are talking on their behalf to say that the government of the Congo should reimburse those people their money, because we did not have the election at that level, at the level of provinces. So those people have the right to have their money back. However, $500 around that time was the equivalent of 500,000 Congolese franc. But today, 500,000 Congolese franc is less than 320. And as far as we know, the government of the Congo, even if they reimburse those people, they won't give back to them $500. It will be maybe $100, $200 or nothing. So we are begging you to give those poor candidates back their money. It was not their fault for the election to be cancelled. That authority, that decision came from you people who are living above. Please pay back their money. Give it back. They need it. Their families need it. So we will pass to another point, which is to have a common candidate for the opposition to stand for the presidential, for the DRC. It has been a challenge for the past few days because people have been asking themselves, we have got several political parties which are, between brackets, like opposition. Those members of the opposition, they want to have one candidate. Is it gonna be easy? Is it going to be possible? Because all those people have got different ambitions, different visions, different ideas on what is happening or what should happen or what has been happening in their political parties, in their country, and in the lives of Congolese people. This question was asked to FELIX TSHISEKEDI, who is a leader of UDPS. And he was asked, do you believe that it will be easy to have one candidate for the whole opposition? And for him, he said it will be difficult. And he added, although that he believes in having a common person, a common individual to represent the opposition, but that won't be easy because every political party, every political base has got its own vision, its own method of working, and so on and so forth. So we'll develop this point a little bit later. But in the same path, all the same path, another question was asked for TSHISEKEDI, Felix, about his experience. They asked him, are you sure that you can become a president of Congo while you don't have enough experience? Because some people have been saying Felix TSHISEKEDI doesn't have enough experience to govern or to lead the country. And he gave an answer, and I will talk about that answer maybe at the last point during our program. We'll go to another part of our program today. It's about Moise Katumbi. Congo, through via the Ministry of Justice, Tambwe Mwamba has declared that there is a letter somewhere, issued somewhere outside there, a mandate to arrest Katumbi. And that mandate is an international mandate. So Katumbi has to be arrested no matter where he is, according to him, because that letter has been sent, the message has been sent to different countries in Africa and in Europe. He needs Katumbi to be under arrest and to be brought back to justice in the Congo. So that letter was issued a few days ago, but that message was given to us yesterday. It was yesterday when Tambwe Mwamba declared it, proclaimed it publicly, made it publicly yesterday. If we look carefully, Katumbi came, if you go back to history, Katumbi came up to the border of Congo and Zambia, where they were in a good position to arrest him. They did not do so. They let him not only to be at the border, but they let him also leave the border and go back to Zambia, deep in Zambia. Where were they? When he came to the border, he wanted to enter, to cross the border. He was asking for a visa, a permission to enter his own country. Why didn't they arrest him at the border? That's a secret question that we have that needs an answer. And today, Tambwe Mwamba has been telling people, if he comes here, we will arrest him. Now, we are going outside to find him, to fetch him wherever he's hiding himself in order to arrest him. Is this just a drama that they are doing, or is it a reality? On top of that, Tambwe Mwamba himself, he has got a serious problem with the Ministry of Justice in Belgium. The Court of Justice in Belgium has got a case with Tambwe Mwamba. Maybe for revenge, to make himself to feel good, maybe he came up with this. We don't know, but we know this is Kabila. Kabila has been acting behind the scene. We know how Kabila functions. We know how he's good in destroying, in killing, in making things to vanish. And this is a point of revenge. For those who followed my programs in other languages, several days ago, I spoke about this. It's a point of revenge. We'll pass to another point where we go in Chopo. In Chopo, there are brothers and sisters. People have been acting a little bit silly, I would say. They're a little bit silly because whenever someone points out their fingers on someone else to say this person is a witch, then they will attack that person. They will destroy the house of that person. They will put it on fire or they will burn it down because only someone said this person is a witch. And this has been taking place for some time now in some localities or villages called Yaisuli and Yatola in Chopo. Many people have been attacked for no reason. In those villages, if someone passes away, if someone dies, automatically they believe that that person didn't die naturally. That death must be just something which comes from witches. They will go and consult a magician. They will go and consult another witch. And that witch, if you're unlucky and that witch will say your name, the people of the village will come and burn down your house. And this has been encouraged by also the leaders of those villages. Because whenever the population will go to consult the witch or the wizard, they will encourage them going to consult someone. And whenever they will come back and do those type of things to the poor families, to the poor people, those chiefs are just sitting there, they doing nothing. They believe that is the punishment for the witches. But I can say that natural death also exists. All death doesn't come from witches. Natural death also exists. How do they know the difference between the natural death and the death which comes from a witch or witchcraft? The government should intervene and they should really help those poor villages. They should protect those people who have been maybe attacked physically and their items, everything from the house has been burned down because they are villages. And once they burn down your house, you have no right to stay in the village. Very often they kick you out, or again they kill you. Those people must be very aggressed. And the world has to do something. I've seen this not only in Chopo, but also in Kinshasa, in all provinces, where people who are victims of those type of things, they can tell you their stories and you can't believe it. I've seen even children who will be kicked out from their families because everybody says that they are witches and they're everywhere on the streets. They're abandoned to themselves. And those who are lucky to escape, they find a family somewhere who can protect them. But there are also those who are killed because only someone says that they are witches. Quickly, we'll go to Butembo. Butembo, as we know, in the northern part of Kivu, Ebola has been attacking people there. Ebola has been ravaging that area. So people of Butembo have come up with a precaution of opening a few centers to receive those who have shown symptoms of that sickness, Ebola. And those centers are there. For those who live there, they can go there. In case you see something wrong with your brother, your sister, your neighbor, rush them to those medical centers for help. Thank you for the City Council of Butembo for taking care of this. So this is really a good initiative. Other places also should prepare in advance places where they can receive those who are sick. Without wasting time, let us go to the analysis that we are going to do today. I'll give you info analyze, and I'm going to talk about one point. I'll analyze only one point, which will be about the question which was addressed to Tshisekedi about having a common candidate, one candidate I mean, and again, the experience of FELIX TSHISEKEDI, because so far, some people, not everybody, some people have been saying that he doesn't have experience. What does that mean? So to have one candidate, according to Tshisekedi's reply or answer to this question, he said that it's difficult. True, it's difficult, it's not easy. And it's difficult because, one, we have got several political parties, and those parties have got different ideologies. They have got different thoughts, different way of thinking, different way of seeing things, and they have already planned their project in case their party becomes the party which will lead the country, or if their parties comes to power. To choose one candidate, a unique candidate for all opposition, it's not easy, again, because some other parties have different way of working, and they don't want to mix with others, just for no reason. They don't want to mix up with others. They are free to do so. And again, it won't be easy. It may not be easy. For example, let us say we have got 10 ministries in the Congo. Each party has already organized its plan. They have already have what we are calling they have already shared the tasks. Who will play such a role and who will play such a role. They know already who will be who if tomorrow we lead the country. Choosing a common candidate means what? Our candidate may not become the president of the country. Therefore, all our schedule, all our plan, all our ministries will be divided with other people for the goodness of the country. And that won't be an easy task for some political parties in the Congo. For that reason, I agree with Tshisekedi, that's not easy. It's quite hard. It requires a lot of not only brain, but also veins and blood, fresh blood in those veins. It requires a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot also of campaign towards the population and convince the population this is what we are doing, and these are the positive aspects of it without hiding behind the negative side of it. So for that reason, Tshisekedi said that, This is what I think, and yeah, it will be difficult. Although I trust having one candidate, although Tshisekedi trusts to have that we should have one candidate, but he can still see that it's not easy. And in this context here, I'm talking only about Tshisekedi, not other people, but the same, I will say, other people may also have the same vision, other people may also have the same viewpoint, other people may also have or even better ideas, but here we are focusing on Tshisekedi. So don't take me wrong as I'm talking about the answer of Tshisekedi to the question which were addressed to him. So we'll move forward, and by moving forward, Tshisekedi continued to say that we need to make some effort also and to build the country. For the second question, Tshisekedi was asked about his own experience. What do you think? Because some people say you don't have experience. I'll come back to this first question again. I'll come back to it. What do you think about your experience, Tshisekedi, Felix? And Felix somehow, he gave two answers. One was a positive answer, another one, according to me, was negative. The positive one, he said, okay, you know, we need sometimes to be ambitious in our project. And once we are ambitious, we can realize we can do big things. But when we are not ambitious, we'll do only small things. That's fine. That's a good question. That's a good answer, I think. However, he added more. He said, I know that maybe my experience is down, and those who have got experience today started somewhere yesterday. They were yesterday at my level, and today they are somewhere, meaning that, okay, tomorrow also I'll reach their level. And for me, Odon, I'll comment on that. And I'll tell Tshisekedi, Felix, that no, I think that your answer was wrong there. Because you have got experience. Tshisekedi, Felix, you have got enough experience to lead the country like a DRC. That's the truth. There is no mandate, there is no rule or conditions which say that you should have 40 years in politics before you become a president of DRC. The constitution of DRC doesn't say in order to postulate, in order to be a candidate at the presidential, you must have 5 days of experience of being a former president or have been working in the office of the president for 10 days before you postulate, before you become a candidate. It doesn't say that. The electoral also rules or laws, they don't also say the same as the constitution. There is no condition to say you must have some experience in presidency in order to lead DRC. It doesn't exist. So what I want to say, in order to be a good leader, you need the charisma. And Tshisekedi, Felix, you have that charisma. You don't need to have a baggage, a package of 40 years or 50 years living in a political area in order to be a leader or a president of the DRC. And once you have a charisma, what does that mean? To my understanding, it's something which is natural, it's in you. It's something that God, for those who believe in God, God has given to you. It's in you, you have it. It's not something that you'll go and buy from a market. It's not like you'll stand up today, go to university, study political science, and then tell people I'm now a politicologue, or I'm someone now who is a politician because I learned it from school. First of all, you need to have that call in you, you know. You need something inside you, and that charisma, that's what the country need. We know politicians who have got more than 60, 50, 40 years experience in politics in the Congo. And if you look behind them, there is no one there. No one stands by them. Although they are politicians, but no one agrees with them. The population is not there for them. People don't believe in them. They don't trust them. So don't minimize yourself, Tshisekedi, to say that, you know, I know that, yeah, my level is low, I don't have experience, I know that I still make it, so one day I will reach that. No, 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 no. In politics, we don't have levels. All politicians are at the same level. All politicians are there at the same level. Someone who can be born today will come at this level. Someone who will be born tomorrow will be also at that level. That is politics. Especially when we are talking about leading a country. To be a president of the country, it's not a competition between you and other politicians. No. It's a matter of a call. If it's yours, if you have got the charisma, if the population has chosen, I've decided to take you, it's you. Let me take an example. Look at Kabila, who is here now. What experience did he have in politics? What did he have as a baggage or package? Almost zero. Nothing, I'll say. In politics, he knew nothing, and in presidency, he knew nothing. And for 17 years, he has been a president. Pick up Donald Trump in America. Oh, that's another one. Donald Trump also has been a president for how many years now, you know? He was a businessman. Of course, sometime he used to read political stuff. He used to get involved here and there, in and out, but not a lot. He has never been a governor. But today, he's a president of the USA. And I can give you several examples from several countries. So to be a president of the country, FELIX TSHISEKEDI, this is your message. You don't need to put yourself with the level, at the level of politicians, compare yourself to them, or saying that, yeah, you know, I should also maybe be like them, spend 60 years in politics, then I can become a president. If that is your call, then it's yours. And this is not only limited to Felix, it's for every single person. Seni gave us the opportunity to apply if you want to become a candidate. Criteria were there, that was it. Meaning that to be a president, it doesn't require those type of experience that you are saying experience. However, you can have many people surrounding you, including those candidates now, including the present politicians. They can surround you and help you. And of course, UDPS, RASOP, you have got people who have been there for years supporting that movement. They are there to support you. Because to sit in the chair of presidency is a life of day-to-day life. Meaning that you deal with things on daily basis. As the things are popping up, that's where also you are making decisions, thinking about them and making things to move. It's like walking. It's like driving a car. You have to start from one step to another one. It doesn't exclude that you need the experience in politics, but also it doesn't exclude that someone with zero experience in politics can also lead a country if that person is called to do so. Going back to my first point, wherever I was talking about having a common candidate, having someone who represents the whole opposition, I would say that, yeah, Jean-Pierre Bemba can be that candidate, Katumbi Moise can be that candidate, Kamere can be that candidate, Tshisekedi can be that candidate, or any other person, Fayulu, Matungulu, Ncheani, all the rest, Ilunga and so on, they can be those candidates or one of those candidates to represent the country. But all of this comes back to the choice of us, population. And if the population will choose you, will vote for you, then he becomes the president. Macron, who was just a young gentleman from the France, we know where he is now. That's another example by ideas. Macron was whoever you know, and today is the president of France. So it doesn't look at the age that you have. It doesn't look at your package of, knowledge of politics. It looks at what people want, what people have chosen. And in the same order of people and their choice, we see now political parties. The larger political party in the countries that we have got now are at the number of 6, I think. And people call them bulldozers. Bulldozers, meaning that, you know, they can fight really harder for the country. And among those political parties is also UDPS, is also UNC. There is there also MRC. There is there also, you know, other parties. I don't have to give all names. We know them. And those people are strong. We call them bulldozers because they have got the majority of their population behind them. And those people, or again, the leaders of those parties have got many people, not because of the individual who are just the head of the political groups, but because of their love for those political parties, moral persons, you know. They are behind those societies, they are behind those companies, political parties, not individuals. And the larger, one of the largest, I would say even the largest political party in Congo actually is UDPS, regardless of their higher and lowers, but it's one party which is bigger in that country. Of course, others are also bigger, but the biggest one I would say that's the one. Although divisions is there, like any other political party, but UDPS is bigger. And if we say for people today to go and vote, UDPS, if they come together, united, their candidate will be the president of the country. However, UDPS may also decide with the other political parties and invite their electors, their people, their members to vote for someone else. That is doable. That is possible. If, for example, the candidate for the opposition will be Jean-Pierre Bemba, or will be Vital Kamerhe, or will be Nchiani, or will be Matungulu or Fayulu or someone else, UDPS can say, okay, this is our candidate. We invite you people, come and vote for this person. And for the love of that political party, all those people will go and vote for that individual. So that is the situation in the Congo. That is the climax at the moment. That's what we are going through. Who is going to be there to represent the country? And if we are not going to find one leader for the opposition, then we'll have several leaders. And if we have several leaders, then we can see our voices will be divided. And finally, we may end up to fail. Kabila can be there again, or his representative can be there again. Or again, we can go back to what we call transition. It's not too late. People can say, okay, look, we rejected this machine to vote. We rejected this electronic vote. We want simply to find someone to be there for the transition. People have been suggesting Mosengo in the past. Although Mosengo turned it down, but people have been suggesting him. Or that can be someone else. Someone can be there to reorganize the elections, to prepare it 2 years or maybe 5 or 3 years, reorganize the things, and the world will respect it, because that will be the decision of the population again. We population, we have to decide. Are we going to the election or not? Are we going to vote for one unique candidate or not? Or are we going to vote for us to have a transition, a government of transition, a government which will prepare the elections and not leave it in the hand of Seni, not to leave it in the hand of Kabila. So this is your call, and this is my call. We don't have just to say we'll kneel down and pray to God and God will come down and do all the work. No. Somehow that's a distraction, a very big distraction. We have to pray, that's true. We have faith, that's correct. But we also need to go for actions. We need actions, because without our actions, our faith is dead. So you are invited to stand up. You are invited to do something for your country. And you, Felix Tshisekedi, I repeat again, don't minimize yourself and say that, you know, my experience is low. No, you don't need that. You have the charisma, go for it. Jean-Pierre Bemba, you have the charisma, go for it. Don't say, People will say this, or maybe people of CPI will lock me. Maybe that problem will come on my way. No, go for it. You have the charisma. Moise Katumbi the same. Although they are trying to arrest you, although they are trying to lock you outside of your country, they are trying to show that you cannot participate for those elections. I can tell you, you have the charisma, go for it. Kamere, although also people have been talking negatively or positively about you, although a few things here and there, you have the charisma, go for it, go move forward. And this for Tshisekedi, this for Matungulu, this is for Fayulu, this is for all the candidates. If you have the charisma, come forward with it. And we are here to vote for you. Thank you so much, my dear brothers. Thank you so much, my brethren. Thank you so much, my dear sister, for watching my program today. I will stop here at this note by saying that God bless Congo. May God bless the Congo. May God bless you who has been watching me. May God bless you, brother and sister, who has been following me, who has been there for me, advising, sending to me messages of encouragement, giving to me some point to correct, to improve, and so on and so forth. I say I'm very, very grateful to have you. Without all of you, this program will never work. So congratulations to all of you, and I'm proud of all of you. So I will end here to say thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you very soon again in the next program, which will come. If you have never subscribed yet, please subscribe, because whenever I post a video, you can get it. And there is a bell down there. Click on that bell so that you can be alerted every time. And of course, if you are happy with your program, our program, just put your thumb up to encourage us and show that our program is worthy. Thanks a lot for all of you. May God bless the Congo. May God bless you. We will continue to move forward. Let us love each other, and in love we will become stronger, stronger, and stronger again. Goodbye for now, and see you next time.